They run here with Rico Dowdle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he goes out right around the 39. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
All right.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Stroud to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like they've marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Stroud. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take it!
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the ball. A running play, it's Dowdle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. So we're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
from the 31. Here's a 2nd and 5. Stroud looking to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. As Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Brought down in the play by Deron Bland.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Under. Speed left.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Stroud. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jared Stigley picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right to Texas. Hey,
looking to throw. Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 4-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Why, Tony?
Back to throw. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 21 yards away. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Keeps himself upright. Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run here with Dowdle. And some room to roam now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run again with Dowdle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud. Buying time to his left. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he gets a big one right there.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, uno. 11.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards that time.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Back at the 23-yard line. Chauncey Golston in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 72 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Right back to him on first down. He'll take this to the 46. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, We take a break. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
46. Yeah! Here we go! 46.
Now Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd and 6.
Yeah!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh,
Stroud to throw it. Finding Schultz. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here comes 2nd down.
here we go.
Now Stroud. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 74 yards. And the Texans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. Here's Dak. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now on the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. He gets this complete to Diggs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
South. Look at high. Hey! 19 Texas.
Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud back to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's 1st down. Here's Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Look at high. On the quick, right?
They'll run again. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.